The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Thunderbirds and the Steelers on Sunday night primetime.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Tonight, the third of three on this Wild Card Sunday. It's our visiting team and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is just something different about playoff football in the NFL. You can feel it in the stadium. You can sense it down on the field in pregame. Both these teams have had this as their #1 goal all.
Third and final of the games today, this Wild Card Sunday. It might be the best of the bunch. And off we go on EA Sports. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by 1 more week.
Back to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Getting your team to the playoff. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, this team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Now a run on first down. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now he takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. What can they do here on third down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in?
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Red, 23. 11.
Throwing is Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Red on red. Take right open.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
There's just no excuse for this one, Mike. At this level, from that distance, that's a kick you just have to have.
The Steelers offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw on the run is complete.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll send a tight end in motion. A gain of 16 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Lawrence now. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he will go all the way. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Thunder. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Thunderbirds will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wildcard Weekend. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work forward for a couple. Josh Hines Allen there on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's up past the 35. Got a 1st down. Put him down at the 37. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 40-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. A tight end in motion now. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Thunderbirds offense and Brian Thomas set to take over yet again. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Same right!
On 1st and 10. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed.
And which team loses? At the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away?
This pass right side, taken in by Cooks.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Finding space inside the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. On third and goal, they'll run for it. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Thunderbirds offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. So far, a field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Lawrence now on 2nd down. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he'll run it. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Lawrence. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This a 57-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide. We are at halftime here in the AFC Wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 47.
Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. Now, faking. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The defense has got it. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And a big turn of events there. This defense trying to hold off the opposition now takes the lead, Greg, by taking it to the end zone.
Yeah, and it seems like week in and week out, Mike, in this league, there's 1 or 2 plays that determine the outcome of the game. And I get the sense here in the second half, that game-changing scoop and score by this defense could very well be that play.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Thunderbirds are on top. It's 14-10. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down around the 29-yard line. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Cooks going in motion. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's a designed run. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Just a short pickup down inside the 30. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
I'll give on the ground, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it to the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Now a timeout called by the defense.
A 28-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are back within a point. It's 14-13.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. Their lead is get it on this drive with 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron!
And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go. Have gun.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Hey, easy. Route.
Now a running play. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
11. Hey.
Lawrence. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. One quarter remains here in this AFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the 2nd half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
11, Agate.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's close to another 1st down as it's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Now Lawrence. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown Steelers. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turn.
Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the two-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick six, but add on a two-point conversion. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards. Dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of the Steelers has it. Here's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickett.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll look to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Tyson Campbell that time, able to knock it away. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. They'll run. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Steelers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense. And Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league. And that's what he's done in this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Let's go.
Throwing is Lawrence. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Lawrence. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Here's a run. And he will score. Game on. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw. Complete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Now return, coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Drive will start on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. So, 2nd down, and they'll run it. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Steelers getting ready to put this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th-quarter lead. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 8. Begins with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. This pass is caught by Thomas. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Open man, right side. He's got it. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
Hey, Lion!
Lawrence. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a long time to celebrate this one. You have to get right back to work for the divisional round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.